Big numbers you guys put up offensively. Do you feel like you need an encore performance? Do you have to guard against maybe pressing to try to do that again?
I don't think that our team is a type of team that likes to press. When we press, we get a little frazzled, so we just really need to take our time and lock in and trust our preparation.
Gwen was saying there was some personal competition between you, DJ, and her in terms of hitting home runs. Do you think that's something that can keep going throughout the season?
Yeah, for sure. I think a little fun competition is really healthy for us and definitely helps us move forward as players as well.
What's it like to just see those 17 home runs go out over the weekend?
That's ridiculous. You know, it's one of those things where you don't expect to hit a home run and then everybody starts hitting them and you get 17 in a weekend. So it's really cool to see, but you definitely don't expect it out of, what, 6 games?
Mike has talked about you as a player, potentially as All-American talent. What's it like to hear that? How do you handle kind of knowing your coach has expectations like that of you?
I guess just stay level-headed. You can't. This game really takes you on a up and down roller coaster, so you really just have to try your best to stay level and just keep your head down, keep working the process, and trusting your preparation again, and hopefully the results are what he thinks of me.
Do you consider yourself in those terms at all?
I'm really a humble person. I don't like to talk about myself highly or think about myself that way. I like to put my teammates above myself for sure. But if that's what other people think of me, that's awesome.
You had a great second half to your freshman season last year. How more comfortable are you now in your second year, and how does that help you on the field?
So much more comfortable. It helps a lot just having the experience under my belt. This second year of seeing pitching and live arms every day has really made me far more comfortable in the box. I don't feel as shaky or nervous or can I do this? I really am much more confident in myself.
Mike, you have a lot of girls' looks in right field, and it sounds like that's going to be an ongoing thing, at least in the short term. What do you think of all the options out there? Is there anything you feel like you think this team needs, whether offensively or defensively, from whoever wins that job?
I just think whoever gets that spot is that's up to Coach White, and I trust his decision making. I have all my trust in all of my teammates. I go to war with them every day in practice. So the only thing we need is compassion and a lot of trust for teammates out there.
Did you get the sense, leading up to that tournament that the bats were going to be that hot, or is it one of those things that really just takes place?
Practices leading up to this past weekend weren't the greatest that we've had. I don't want to blame that on it being super cold and our hands ringing off every time Coach White throws us a pitch, but it kind of just clicked this past weekend. There's nothing more really to say about that. I mean, it just snapped altogether.
Ask Gwen this too. What's your approach when Mike White is in the circle and you're in the box?
Compete. He's the best pitcher in the world. So for me to be able to get in that box and see the best stuff that anybody's ever going to see every day is an amazing opportunity. So I know that no pitcher out there is going to throw better than him. So if I can hit Coach White, I can hit anything.
Is he mostly mimicking pitchers you're going to see, or are there times he's trying to attack your weaknesses so you can improve any holes you might have in your swing?
A little bit of both. There's some days where he wants us to feel good, and some days where you're not hitting anything, and he knows that, and we know that. It's pretty fun, but he prepares us for each game.
So as you're going into a game, are you stepping into the batter's box like it's going to be a piece of cake compared to what Coach White is giving me?
Not necessarily. I still have to go in and compete, and anybody can be beaten any given day. So, you got to have a certain type of confidence, but I'm not going to get in there and be like, hey, I'm better than you. And we're all here for a reason. We're all Division I athletes.